Hi, Caroline. How you doing? So I've got your work up here, and I want to mention some things. I'm going to have to ask for a resubmission, and the main reason is this: is that these are full color images, and this is a two color job. So if you want to use images in a two color job, you'll have to create what's called a duotone, and you can just research in Photoshop. It's very easy. It's called duotone, and basically what you do is convert these to black and white, and and then you would add this color as the tone instead of black being the black tone would be changed with this brown. That's called a duotone, Duotone, and you can research that in Photoshop. As far as the brochure itself goes, I'm a little bit I don't want to say disappointed because I know you worked hard on it, but I would like to see further attention to typography. And the reason being is because you're putting this brochure together, but you're doing these things that are like just you're missing opportunities to show what you've learned. Okay, in other words, anybody can do this, Caroline. I mean, you've learned a lot in the last month or three weeks. And I'd like you to show off what you've learned. I mean, anybody can create a list, and that's easy. I want you to show some of the stuff you've learned in type, like this beautiful page here, and this gorgeous typographic composition right here. Okay, so this is just doing nothing speaking of your typographic skills. All right, we'll address that in a second. But first, what I want to do is I know to take a look at the way that this is set up. Okay, so I wish you would have set us up as so we could see it as one page on top of the other, because it's just so difficult to try to ascertain what's going on. That's the end of the page right there, which means this is the cover. Okay, so if we pull guides out on the cover, you can see there's one where you basically got it, and then the next guide, Caroline, would be all the way over here. Okay, so I'm not seeing do these fold in to reveal this as they fold out, and that would be the center spread. I know that's the center, but this being the cover, I just don't understand I don't understand how this is supposed to fit together. When you fold this over this image is clearly not going to fit together. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me show you an example. See this one right here? See how the logo is going to meet in the middle where this gatefold meets, how these open like French doors. Well, these would be your French doors right here. Right? So this is your gatefold. That would be the back of your brochure. This would be the two front panels like this and this. Okay, so those aren't going to match up. This is going to be on the left, this is going to be on the right. Any way you slice it or dice it, this one's going to end here, and this one, as they fold over, it's going to start up here. It's going to look really wonky. I want you to print it out and take a look. You'll see what I mean. Okay, and plus this is the back. Shouldn't this Superstition Mountain be, like, I would like to see you take that typographic composition and span those two pages, and so when you fold it, this comes together. Okay, which means that you would put half here and half here. You know how to do that. But anyways, and then on the back, I would get rid of this, and I would just put the type, informational type, right, put a couple of text boxes and put your informational type right there on the back. Don't need the map, don't need the brown background, don't need the location you need, but you don't have to place it in this brown box. Okay, let's look at the other side of the spread. Now this side of the spread would be, here's where, okay, yeah, so that's where that would be, and then that's where that would be. So this would fold in like this, and that's good. Now what I was saying here is this, is that, okay, there's a widow. Your rags are okay, pretty good job. I'm fine with that. Gutter looks good. Implied gutter looks great through the image. I would suggest, yeah, you gotta work that. Now I would go ahead and use actual verbiage over it. I would go ahead and use a couple of more paragraphs instead of, this would be a very expensive pamphlet. So you wouldn't really waste like park rules or trail rules on this wonderful, gorgeous pamphlet. Do you see what I'm saying? Nor would you just show these. So I'd like to see some nice text in there, or some good compositional attributes in there. Show off your typography. Okay, can't use the images. of course. And then when you do decide on your two colors, you've got to do this also, is you would have to say, take a look at your background and decide, do I really need a color background, or can I get away with color type on a white background? I'm a minimalist, so I'm always for the white background. I think it's a lot cleaner. Anyways, there you go. Have any questions or comments, please give me a holler. Thanks.